morning on this wonderful Columbus Day of Monday, the 14th of October, 2019 at 9:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time. The interesting thing about today is obviously we're not going to get government reports from the U.S. We do have a lot of reports coming out of China and Europe. And of course, we're seeing the first reaction to people thinking about that first phase of a pause. I don't say it's a trade deal. It's the first phase of a pause in the U.S.-Chinese trade war. That's how I'm determining what we have, and that's what I'm going to call it at this point. If you take a look, stock indices flat. They were down earlier in the day, but they have since recovered from there. Remember, cash markets aren't closed in bonds and notes today. Gold market and silver getting a boost, whereas copper's down a little bit. And in the Japanese yen, you're up. So I looked at that and I said, well, where are we in the bonds and notes? And admittedly, we have sold off now 13 ticks in the bonds, and we've sold off in the notes about 18 ticks or so. So the first thing was a little bit of safe haven buying as the market started rethinking just what we've got, and then they pulled back. Another part of the market that I'm watching is the energy. This is a pretty good sized decline today. And if that decline is realistic, what it's saying is world demand is still not that good, and that's going to be problematic. Now, as I said, there was a lot of data, no U.S. government reports today. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin, and I saw him this morning on Squawk Box, that's CNBC, and he was saying that while he fully expects the U.S. and China to sign the first phase of a deal, if not, tariffs in December will go on. China's already said part of this first phase has to be that those tariffs in December won't go on. I don't know where that's going to go because they may get to a phase one then and never to a phase two. President Trump likes to keep the pressure on. In China, overall September exports off 3.2% from the year-ago month. They were only looking for a 3% decline. Imports were off 8.5% compared to the 6% decline that the market had expected. The September trade surplus, $39.6 billion. That was wider than the $34.05, so they're still taking in plenty of cash. New energy vehicles in China. I don't know what that exactly means other than electric cars, I'm guessing. They dropped sharply, 34.2% from the year-ago month. Sales over the Jan-Sep period were up, however, 20.8% from the year ago. So I'm not quite understanding what they go when they say from the year-ago month. I guess 1 month down, but the year up overall. Customs data released showed the September 19 crude oil imports, they were up. And of course they were up. They're supporting Iran. We know what they've been doing there. The Chinese Ag Ministry reported another African swine fever broke out in one of their provinces. And we saw that today that they reported the hog herd as of September was down 41.1% from the year earlier month. The August decline came in at 38.7% decline. The count of the sows was off 38.9% from September, and that compared to the decline of 37.4% in August. So it is still a liquidation phase that is going on there, and that's very important. Why do they need so much grain then at this point? They don't have animals to eat it. Industrial output in Europe during August rose 0.4% month over month, and that was better than the forecast of going 0.3% month over month. The output in August, however, was down 2.8% from the year-ago month. It was higher than expectations, in other words, greater than the 2.6% decline. So Europe's still in one of those funky areas. China slowing down on every single part that I'm looking at. GDP comes out, I think, Thursday night, their number in China. We're looking for another decline to 6.1% there. So you put it all together today. It's one of these days where the market's going to adjust to what we saw. We had a hard freeze in the grains. I mean a hard freeze. So corn market's a little surprising that it's not up more than that because Iowa's the state that got really hit with that. But their growing season's effectively over. And we're looking to see what's going to happen in soybeans that got late planted. So they're getting a little bit of a bid at this point. Livestock prices up this morning as well. Want to remind you, one of the things that we like to do is offer trade ideas. And through our friends at Modern Trader, Futures Magazine, they have a vehicle called Trading Tips from the Top Pros. If you're a GAN follower, Square of 9, trading with money flows, rules for bottom fishing. I think the best rule is don't do it, but that's my own opinion. Here are the different ways that in the articles as to how they look, graphs galore. They explain how this works. It comes to you as a PDF. You can print it, you can read it, either way that you want to go. How do you get it from us? It's really simple. All you need to do is give us a call at this number. You'll get it right away, plus our other offerings. Or you can go online at www.iraepstein.com. And you'll see on the very front page, Ira's free offers. Click on them. If you click up here, if you're watching me on YouTube, you'll see it there as well. In the meantime, I'm Ira Epstein. I'll see you this afternoon with our market wrap-ups. You have a great trading day.